Nothing like a monthly India.
Nothing like one. That's perfect.
You're gonna wink in all your videos now?
Yes, I have been communicating all of them. It's my signature. So is that good?
That will work.
Oh, we don't know.
Hey, it's Michael here with the Onaga High Media class, and I'm here with Todd Willert, the CEO of Community Healthcare Systems. Nice to meet you, Todd.
Very nice to meet you.
So, how long have you been the CEO of Community Healthcare Systems?
Well, I've been the CEO a very short period of time. I've been here only 6 months.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and as CEO, do you work in one community healthcare system location, or do you go from place to place?
Primarily I'm based here at Onaga,
Alright.
but we do have 7 different locations when you look at our entire system. We cover about 10,000 square miles
wow.
with all of our clinics and our nursing homes, and we also have another hospital down in St. Mary's, which is part of our license.
Okay.
Most of my time is spent here, but I do try to get out to the different locations on a regular basis.
All right, now shifting to the new hospital facilities here in Onaga, can you explain the constructing and building processes for the new hospital?
Wow, I can try. It's very complicated how we've done this, but this has been a process that's been in the making for well over 2 to 3 years. And most of it, as far as the financing, was started with the passage of what's called the general obligation bond, which had to be voted on by the taxpayers of the district of which the hospital is a part of. And that passed overwhelmingly by 80% when they did that. You know, it's just phenomenal in this day and age. But when you look at it, we were able to get the GO bonds, and then after that, the USDA showed a lot of interest in this project, and they wanted them to purchase the GO bonds that were issued, and that's going to happen probably within about the next 6 months.
Okay.
So when all is said and done, this project itself is about a $19 million project.
Okay.
And there's more to that than just this. So.
All right, and with the building of new facilities, what kind of needs were you looking for that maybe the old hospital couldn't cover?
Yeah, I think there's a number of things. One is you wanted to update the facility, obviously. The old facility that we had had served Onaga well, but was built in 1957. Been a lot of changes in technology. That was kind of built as a inpatient building. The shift in healthcare has been to outpatient services, and that's mainly what we do. So we really needed to build a structure that would accommodate today's healthcare environment, which is outpatient based, but with some good inpatient beds. You know, I would say some of the other things that we had to address is that if you look at the privacy issues, this provides a lot more privacy for our patients because some of the services are spread out, the rooms are private. When you look at the emergency department, the rooms are set up so that you don't know what's going on next door and all of that. That's like really important in this day and age. And then a more healing environment when you walk through the hospital. I think what you'll notice is that there's a lot of natural light that comes into the place, and it shows that people get better with that.
All right, and lastly, can you go into depth into some of the new unique features here at the hospital?
Yeah, well, we mentioned a few of those. Again, you know, some of the privacy issues that we're taking care of here. I would say some of the unique features we have, MRI, magnetic resonance imaging. Before we used to have that as a mobile service. And so twice a week you'd be able to schedule an MRI. Well, we now have it in-house, and so if you need an MRI 24/7, it's available. Our surgical area, we have now 2 surgical suites, which are very large, very, very well equipped. They are also constructed using technology so that in the middle of a procedure, if a surgeon needs to take a look at an X-ray, prior X-ray from a patient, he can just pull it up on the screen, look at it real time. So we've utilized a lot of technological advancements here at the new facility. I can go on, but it's a significant change in what it used to be. So,
okay. Oh, that's it, and thank you for your time.
My pleasure. So this is the main entrance of the hospital. Folks come in here. We've got centralized registration off to this area. So when you come in, if you need any of the outpatient services like lab or x-ray, you go over there and register, and if you are here to see the physician, then you also register there, and then the physician clinic is located right behind there. So good centralized location where all of this can happen, and then again, as you can see, it's a nice big area with lots of light, lots of places where you can sit, and so if you're visiting your family over on the inpatient side and waiting for surgery, this is a great place to just kind of sit and relax and maybe, just kind of catch your thoughts. So.
And your sagittal cuts, which basically, like a plain x-ray, you would see, like if I take a picture of my hand, you would see the straight bones. With MRI and CT, it's like a loaf of bread. If you think of it like a loaf of bread, you just kind of start peeling down the slices, and so you can see from the front to the back, and then from this side that way. So it takes different views in tiny little millimeter slices. But like I said, the weight limit on this machine is 500 pounds. It does not produce any radiation. It works all with magnetic forces that makes all of the negatives and the positives in your body come together and flow different. Sorry, I'm not saying this very well, but then it produces the image.
It basically reverses your atoms sometimes.
Yeah, something does that. The negatives, the positives fit together. I used to be able to explain it just a little bit better back when I was in school, but I can't now. Any questions on that? You will always hear that chirping sound. That is the helium that keeps the chillers going. This machine obviously is so big that we have to have it at a certain degree. And then if any of you have ever had an MRI, you'll hear the knocking sound. It sounds like somebody's kind of jackhammering the entire time.
Okay. So this would be a typical patient room. All of the rooms that we have here at the hospital now are private rooms, whereas the past we had most of them were set up as semi-private, so you sometimes would be sharing a room with someone else. That's not the expectation these days in medicine, is that you want to have your own room. So again, all the rooms are set up as private. As you can see over here, we have what's called the head wall system. That's where you have all of your medical gases, your electrical outlets, and so if somebody needs to be on oxygen or any other types of medical gases, those are all piped in through there. And again, we can hook up a variety of equipment, IV pumps or whatever is needed in the care for that patient. The other thing too is right next there we have the patient charting system. Everything in healthcare, of course, now has gone electronic. So all of the patient records are electronic. There's no more, writing down on pieces of paper and storing those for years. So the nurse or the physician can do this all at the patient's bedside in real time, and so all of the rooms are also equipped this way. We also have private bathrooms, private showers in all of these rooms too. And again, it just gets back to a comfort issue for the patients, and also gets back to a privacy issue. Okay, so we have two special rooms here at the hospital which are larger than any of our other rooms. These rooms are located right across from the nurse's station. You can see up here they also have this metal beam system which is called the bariatric lift. So if you do have heavier patients or patients that have quite a bit of difficulty in moving, we can use this system to help move the patient, and it helps the safety of the patient, but then also helps the safety of our staff. So that we can reduce back injuries and strains and everything else. But the key with these rooms is that they're much larger. They're right across from the nurse's station. So if you get somebody who is rather critical and really needs to have a lot of one-on-one observation, you can do it very, very easily and very quickly conveniently, I should say, from across at the nurse's station. So just wanted to point these out. Kind of cool rooms. So you're in one of the two trauma rooms within the emergency department. These are two specially equipped rooms that have a lot more equipment in there, a lot more capabilities. These are the rooms where if you have a major trauma, this is where you want to be, because you can get a lot more staff in here. We do have our fair number of farm accidents that come in here, some accidents on the highways. And we have 2 rooms that are equipped so that there is a divider between them. So if you need to have the staff and the doctors working on 2 patients at the same time, they can go back and forth between the 2 rooms. We also have helicopter capabilities out of the hospital, and so, hello, right across, right across from the hospital is the helipad. So. The various exam rooms that we have here. So most people, when they come into the emergency department, you're going to be seen in one of these rooms over in here. So.
Thank you, Michael, for that interview with Todd Willert, the CEO of the Onaga Hospital. Next will be myself with Jolie McDaniel, the Vice President of the Onaga PAS organization. It's been sitting down with Vice President of PAS organization, Jolie McDaniel. Jolie, what does PAS stand for?
Parents and teachers helping students.
Okay. What are some ways that you guys help students?
We provide educational experiences working with the Onaga grade school all the way from pre-K through 8th grade cooperatively, and financial support that is not within the school budget.
Okay. To put on some of these events to help the students, you guys have to do some fundraising. Can you talk about some of the things that you do to help?
For fundraising, we are currently getting ready for our fall fundraiser that will actually be going home today. And it is a food fundraiser that we do every year. And that is one of our big fundraisers. And it'll go for a couple weeks, and then it'll come in time for the holidays. And then we do the Spring Fling in May, which is a fundraiser for us. And we will look at a fundraiser in the spring also.
All right. Can you tell us just a little bit about what PAS does?
Sure. PADS began the year off with back to school night. We also did, as something new this year, we provided a back to school goodie bag for all teachers, all the way from pre-K through 12. We also provide financial support for field trips for all pre-K through 8th grade students. We do classroom supplies if needed. We do the Science and Seuss event that provides science opportunities for the students. We donate to the local food bank. We provide some financial support for families in need, those that have recently had fires or accidents. We try to help them. And we also do some teacher appreciation stuff. So we also take various requests for funds if teachers have different needs in their classrooms.
All right. Can you talk about some of your new plans for the 15-16 school year?
We are going to continue doing the Science and Seuss. That will be in the spring. We'll do the Spring Fling again to kick off the end of the year. We are working on something new this year to help maybe get the parents in the building and interaction with the parents. We're really excited about that opportunity. We're working on that right now. I'm not for sure what we're going to do. We are looking at new presentations to do, maybe some dealing with science and technology, and that's where we're at right now with those.
All right, that's all the questions I have for you today. On behalf of the Onaga High Media class, I'd like to thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jolie McDaniel, for that interview. That's all we have for today. Stay tuned for more.